Master web development with SkillBakery. Hey everyone, ready to level up your web dev skills? Introducing SkillBakery.com premium courses starting at just $6 or 500 rupees. Sign up today and learn in-demand skill sets. Unlock your potential today at SkillBakery.com.
Welcome to another exciting video, and this one will be covering tuples in Rust. Now, tuples or tuples are a collection of values that can have different types. Now, in order to create a tuple, we write a sequence of values separated by commas and surrounded by parentheses. Example, let's create one tuple over here. Let's call it as point. And this is going to contain two values, and both will be of type integer. So if I have to define its type, it's like I32, I32. Now, we have created a tuple which contains two integer values. We can also have other data types as well in the tuple. So for example, we can have the keyword, let's say A, and then the integer value. So here, now we have three values. This one is the splice string reference, and these two are integer 32. Now, in order to access this, we can simply go ahead and make use of the println command. And here, we can provide that the point consists of the following. So, since we have three values in our tuple, we have three placeholders, and each value can now be accessed using point dot and then numeric indices like 0. So this is going to print A, and then we have point 1, and then we have point 2. So here we have created a tuple which consists of different data types, and then we are printing it using the println statement. Let's go ahead and do a cargo run to see it in action. And here you can see the output, A, 32, and 34. Now, one thing to note over here is, like, if you have this tuple created and you want to reassign values to these, so you have to make sure that the data type remains the same. For example, if I want that point dot 0 should now be something else, and as far as it's going to be of type string, it's fine. So here I can now go ahead and print this, and let's do a cargo run. Let's make it mutable first, and then do this cargo run. And here you can see that it says, instead of A, now it's saying B. But you cannot go ahead and assign a different data type altogether to this. For example, I cannot go ahead and assign a different numeric value like 67 over here to earlier string reference. Now if I do a cargo run, you'll notice that it's expecting a string splice reference, and it has found integer. So this is, you have to take into account when you are reassigning values to the tuples collection. Tuples are useful for cases where we want to represent multiple values of different types as a single type without necessarily introducing a new custom type. Just like any other type in Rust, a tuple can be returned from functions as well. For example, over here, I can go ahead and create a text. Let's call that as hello world. So here, I'll have the text and assign hello world to it. And once that's done, I can go ahead and get a tuple from it as head and tail when I make use of the split at method. So text dot split at, and then you specify the index position over here. So we now have head and tail, and I can go ahead and print it as well. So here, let's go ahead and print ln, and there we go. We have head and tail. Now let's quickly run this first, and then we'll see what exactly it needs. So here we have cargo run, and let me comment the point 0 so that we get rid of the error. And here we can go ahead and do cargo run again. The head and tail are now showing together. And if I just get 1 over here, so you'll notice that it's starting from the index position 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the space. So the first part is going into head, and the next part is going into tail from this index position. And there's no limitation as to how many values it can hold up. So you can have 13, 14, 15 items, but that needs to be manageable and, meaningful in a way. So in a program, you cannot just go and abruptly create tuples. Tuples should have some meaning, the reason why you are making use of it. So that way you can make use of tuples. And one more thing, if you want to have a tuple with just one value and nothing else, in that case, you will have to create the tuple in a different way. So if I copy this line over here and paste it, and let's call this as another tuple, single, and here, if I have to do this, the syntax that I need to follow is this. So you specify the single value, and then you suffix it with the comma symbol. So that way Rust will be able to treat this as a tuple. The trailing comma is required to distinguish between tuple expression from a single expression. So what I mean is, by single expression, if you try doing something like this, that's called a single expression. So this differentiation needs to be there when you're creating a tuple. Now let's go ahead and print this as well and see it in action. So here we have this one value. So I'll remove one placeholder from here, and then I'll just choose single and put it over here. Let's save this, and there you can see it says A over here. So that was tuple in Rust. If you find the video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.